Choosing the right font for a design project is wow, that's a big question. Um, there are there's fundamentally groups of fonts. For anybody out there who knows this, I apologise for being tedious and boring, but for anybody who doesn't, it's mildly interesting. You've got sans serif. Sans is S-A-N-S, which is French for without. So it's without serif. Serif is the little bits at the bottom of the letters that stick out. So you've got sans serif, you've got serif, which has them, and then you've got slab serif, which has got them, but it's got a big lump of chunky squareness on the bottom and top of each of the letters. Then you've got script fonts, and there's probably two anomalies. There's Greek fonts, Cyrillic alphabets, etc. But choosing the right font for the job really is it's part of the creative process. So, for instance, if you've got perfume, you wouldn't use a big flowing script font, and you wouldn't use a blocky slab serif industrial font that's big and heavy. You'd use delicate fonts. You'd use sans serif fonts. You'd probably use a font like Gotham Light. You'd use a font like Surlio, or maybe Symbol, the old ITC Symbol Light. Yes, I am a sad typeface geek, guilty. But if you had an industrial type job, like for instance for Stanley Tools, you clearly wouldn't use those. You wouldn't use a flowing script font. You'd use things like Industria. You do things like Rotis, but Rotis block. You'd use heavy duty fonts. So fonts are part of the creative process. There is such a wide amount of fonts. I mean, we've got over 7,000 ourselves, some of them free, some of them you buy the license on. And you tend to, as designers, you tend to know a cluster of probably 12, maybe 15 fonts that are your go-to fonts. And they will broadly do almost every project that you can do. But what's really good is to have the software that shows you all of the fonts. And just every now and then when you've got a lunchtime, is create a word, create a name for a company, or use one that you're working on, and just keep hitting the down button to see what it looks like in all the various different fonts you have. Because every now and then you just find one that you've never heard of, and you go, flipping heck, that's good. I've got to use that on something. And it just then creates more creative process because it can start to generate another new idea on a job. So just flicking aimlessly through while you're eating your bowl of soup, 2,000 fonts, it can really create some great ideas. So that's probably how you choose the right font.